to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a haul and review and using only MAC products. So I've only got a few different select products, but hopefully they can give you a bit of an insight into the variations that MAC has. So currently I'm wearing my MAC foundation and my concealer by MAC, and also the MAC blush. So the first product we have is MAC's Baby. So the first product that I'm going to talk about is the MAC Studio Sculpt. It looks like this. It comes in a tube, and the colour that I have is NW15. It looks like this, and obviously it squeezes out, and the way I use it is just by squeezing some onto a little palette and then mixing it together. The only thing I don't really like about this is it's quite oily. I don't know if you can see, but it does look quite shiny on my finger, and sometimes I find when I first open it that there's a little bit of like moisture that comes out, which is really gross. So usually before I apply it, I'll squeeze out a little bit of the oil and then mix it together and then apply it onto my face. I do actually really like it though, because it gives you a really nice dewy finish, and it gives a nice healthy glow look, and it looks really nice in photos as well. So definitely one of my favourite foundations that I've ever bought. So it's $52 in Australia, which is not too expensive actually. It's pretty good for a high-end foundation, but I do really like it. The only thing I don't like is the oiliness that comes out when you first open it, but other than that I can't really fault it. I don't find anything. I find that it stays on for ages, and there's lots of colours, and yeah, it's a really good foundation in my opinion. So that is the Studio Sculpt. The next thing I want to talk about is concealers. I have two MAC concealers, and I have the Pro Longwear Concealer and then the Moisture Cover Concealer. I have the Pro Longwear in NW20 and the Moisture Select in NW15. I usually use the Pro Longwear Concealer on my chin. I get quite a bit of hormonal breakouts, and I find that it really helps to conceal that area, takes out the redness, and yeah, it really hides it well without using too much product. And it doesn't look cakey, it looks nice and moisturised. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I usually use the Studio Sculpt followed by the Pro Longwear Concealer on my chin or on the redness that I get around my nose. And you can actually use it underneath your eye area, but I like to use the Moisture Select cover, whatever it's called, underneath my eyes, because that area is a lot more sensitive, and you don't want to be dragging heavy product over the top of it. With that being said, you could very well use the Pro Longwear, but I think that the moisture cover gives you a lot more, it's a lot better for that area, and it does give you that nice highlighted look as well. So that's the concealers that I have. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is blush. So I've only got one blush to show you, but it is really nice and pigmented. This is the Pinch O Peach, and I've got it on my cheeks at the moment. It is really good colour. It's nice and pigmented, nice coverage, and it gives you that really pretty flush. So that is the blush. Most of the other blushes have the same pigment. I can't really fault the blushes. I think they have really natural looks, and they've got quite a few different shades as well, so they are really good. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the paint pots. They look like this. This one is very well loved, and this is Painterly Paint Pot. It's really good for your medium to light skin tone, fair sort of skin tone people, and I usually use it on my my eyelids before I put eyeshadow on. It's one of my favourite primers that I've ever used on my eyelids. It's you don't hardly need any. It gives you really good coverage. It doesn't change the colour of your skin if you get the right shade, obviously, and it has lasted me forever. I got this in 2009 and it's now 2014. So it sounds a bit gross, but I've had it for ages, but it's definitely one of my favourite products that I've ever bought, and I think it's about $35. So the next product that I'm talking about is lipsticks, as you can obviously see. MAC has a million trillion different shades of lipsticks and in different finishes. So I love their pinks. They've got a million colours of pink. The two that I've got are Cream Cup and Angel. They look very similar. This one, Cream Cup, is a cream sheen finish. It's really creamy and really pretty when it goes on your lips. It's a very neutral colour. And the Angel is a frost, so it just means it's not as sheeny as the Cream Cup. So I love both of their colours, and they're really neutral pinks. So those are the pinks that I have, and I really like them. The next one is Rebel. Rebel, and that's that really nice purpley colour. This is a satin finish, so it's one step down from a matte finish. It is such a pretty colour. I'm not going to put it on because it's really hard to get off, and this kind of colour I would recommend getting a lip liner, because otherwise when it feathers it's really obvious. So you can use any lip liner, you don't have to use the same colour as this one. Even something like a NYX Wonder Pencil, or one of those neutral pencils just around your lips, or even colouring half your lips in and then putting this one over the top, but definitely needs a lip liner. So that's another gorgeous colour by MAC. Then the two reds are Lady Danger and Russian Red. Sorry. This one is a really bright red, and this one is a more of a deeper red. They're both in matte finishes, so they last forever when you put them on. Cannot fault them at all. They're really different reds, but both are really, really pretty ones. So that's the lipsticks. There's heaps of other colour choices and finishes that MAC does, but those are the ones that I am chatting about today. Sometimes I don't really like going to MAC stores because the girls are a little bit snobby, but I do love their products and cannot fault them. If only they were a little bit cheaper, but hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight into MAC and the products that I have and will use in my tutorials. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which is coming shortly. So bye!